Hey, good morning, Mom, Dad. Dr. Tony checking in here and gonna talk about one of my favorite topics, poop. There it is. Yes, perfect. Especially when you grew up in the tag team, whoop, there it is era, and then you get to talk about poop. There it is. What a joyous blessing, right? So, all right, having fun out of the gates, but honestly, let's turn the tone here. This is a serious challenge for so many babies, so many kids. In fact, this challenge with digestion and constipation and just the ease or lack of ease of it really carries forward to through life for a lot of kids. And what you may not know is that constipation is it's tied together. It's a tethering effect, I guess is what I'm going to call it here this morning, for many sensory and behavior issues later on as your kid gets a little bit older. And it can also stack up and lead to challenges with the immune system and some autoimmune and later on immune challenges for kids, because honestly, poop is important to get not good stuff out of the body. And the reason it ties into sensory, behavior, emotional stuff for kids, it's actually, that's what colic is. Colic is a jammed up, stuck digestive motility system. And like anyone on earth, when your stomach doesn't feel good, you don't feel good. You don't feel good mentally, you don't feel good emotionally, you don't feel good with your energy, you get cranky, you get mad. Most adults are colicky, we just don't call it that, okay? Because we're so stressed, we're so wound up. Actually, one of the major systems it really affects is our digestion. So with this video, it's PWC, so we're talking a lot about kids, but honestly, let's be honest, we're talking about so many people with this, okay? So when it comes to constipation and getting poop to happen easier, there's really three approaches you can take. And if you're following our Raising Healthy Kids series, we got our big workshop here this Saturday afternoon. And don't worry, those of you that are not local, we're gonna record it. I already have recorded an online version of it, and we'll get that out there. But here's the scoop with poop. There's three approaches to it. Medicine, Miralax. There's not much further to talk about, right? Traditional medicine is like, your baby can't poop. They don't take the time to figure out why. They don't dig into the cause. They don't look at neurology or gastro. They go, they can't. Here you go. Try this, right? Try some over-the-counter, try some prune juice, try some grape water, try some Miralax if that doesn't work. And then integrative functional medicine is kind of a close cousin to that. They're not going to use medications, but what they're going to do is they're going to do a bunch of supplementations, they're going to do a bunch of diet changes and nutrition. And this second stop is where we tend to meet most of our families at PWC when they're coming for either the digestive challenges as the primary complaint for their child, or a lot of times, again, we see it as a secondary or tertiary challenge for a lot of our sensory kiddos. And what you've already done is you've tried all the diet changes. You've really tried to remove gluten and dairy, and you've added gripe water, and you've done all these other sort of nutritional changes. That's the second approach, and it probably helped release a little bit of the tension. It probably helped relieve things a little bit. But yet, the reason these families still end up at PWC, even after going through all the medical, all the nutritional, is most colic, most constipation, most digestive issues. We find about 80% of them are not nutritional in their primary root cause. They are neurological. Now, this doesn't mean that dairy and gluten and non-healthy, hard to digest foods are good for us, but there's actually a layer of stress deeper to our kids. Why can't they handle gluten? Why can't they handle dairy? Why can't they handle certain complex foods and get them to move through their system? Do we really have to go through life worrying that our kids can't ever go to a birth, can't ever slip up on their diet? That's not really the case for 80% of our patients, possibly a little more. We find that it is neurological. See, what happens is so many of our kiddos have gone through this sensory sympathetic storm early on in their life. Pregnancy, infancy, and their nervous system is so wound up and stuck over on this, what we call sympathetic side. So stuck, in today's conversation, stuck means stuck. When the nervous system is so stressed out and wound up, we have a term for that called subluxation, and it just means stuck. It just means things can't relax, things can't ease, things can't go on. And so one of the first systems that subluxation jams up is the digestive motility system, and we end up with a lot of constipation and a lot of digestive issues for these kiddos. So if you have done all of the medical, all of the nutritional, all the supplements, all the little kind of natural homeopathic remedies, and your child is still stuck, Like there is no poop, there it is celebrations in your house other than maybe once a week or every other week. You have got to get more information about pediatric chiropractic. Neurologically focused, subluxation-centered pediatric chiropractic really helps so many kids finally get their nervous system to relax. And when you get the nervous system to chill out, relax, and open up, so do the other systems, okay? So if you need more information about how this works, this is just an introductory video, if you will, kind of the cliff notes of it. Get to our workshop Saturday, 2 p.m. We're always rocking this Raising Healthy Kids workshop. That's just the upcoming one. You may watch this a few months down the road. Don't worry, there's always one on the calendar. Our team will put the links here. If you're not local to us, just ask, direct message us. We'll send you a video of it. And we also have our directory in our network of trained pediatric chiropractors all over the world that are ready to help your kiddo find that relief that can't be found necessarily maybe in the pharmacy, or honestly maybe at the health food store in the supplement aisle. You may need to be looking at that place where 80% or more of our patients find relief, which is at the pediatric neurologically focused chiropractor. Thanks for tuning in with me on this very sunny Monday morning, talking about poop. I did put an emoji in here. If you got questions, put them in here. We are here for you and your crew always. Remember, I mentioned at the beginning, this actually applies to adults. This applies to teenagers. This is not just a little kid thing. Anybody you know dealing with digestive stuff, get them to a neurologically focused chiropractor and get them that relief they have been working so hard to find. God bless. Be well. See you next time.